Hey guys, what's up? It's Dagon123. I know it's been a while, but we are back with LP number 11 of Turok. It's been a little while since I've done these videos. Actually, I had these videos recorded quite some time ago, but you know how life gets. You get busy, you get working on other stuff, and, you know, it just doesn't get done. I didn't do a voiceover for my last video because I could not think of anything witty to say. I was writer's block ad infinitum. I mean, it was crazy. But anyway, right now in Turok, we're running through this little cave here. As you can see, this has a bunch of scorpions and whatnot. As you can tell from the title of this video, I spent way too much time in this 15 minutes. Like, it's 15 minutes for you, but for me, it took about 2 hours. Maybe longer, and it's ridiculous. Like, for instance, right here, instead of making this, I actually died because I fell. I was like, oh well, that's interesting. One thing I wanted to talk about, since you know we're on a dinosaur game, is Jurassic Park. The game came out. I haven't played it yet. It was made by Telltale Games, the people who made the Penny Arcade stuff, and they did the Back to the Future game. They're kind of like the new version of LJN, except they're not terrible. I haven't played a whole lot from Telltale. They have a pretty unique, stylistic way of doing their games, which is, or I guess, their signature feel of doing games. And I wanted to check it out. I really liked, I mean, obviously I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan. Jurassic Park was the very first movie I ever saw, ever, in this lifetime. I saw it when I was probably too young to really remember. But obviously it had a huge following. Many people speculated that, or have speculated, that Jurassic Park the game was based off of what would be Jurassic Park 4, and apparently, I think I might have went over this. Jurassic Park 4 apparently isn't officially in production, so to speak, but apparently I think Spielberg hired the guy who did the Captain America movie, and he said right after he got done with Captain America, he would work on the script, or would work on work with Steven Spielberg on the script for Jurassic Park 4. And I think that's pretty interesting. I remember hearing about Jurassic Park 4 as early as 2004, like right after, on the news even, like right after Jurassic Park 3 had come out, and I want to see another one. I think it would be great, and I haven't played the game. I want to, but hopefully it's good. Oh, dude, so many times getting blown up. You know, I remember going through this cave the first time on the 360, and it was just ridiculous. I died a bunch of times, and right now I have the precision of a blind scorpion trying to blow this hole up. Oh, now it shoots it. Okay. Nope, too far, Turok. There we go, right in the hole. Blow that up. So many of these things. Oh, well, that one just walked right through. This is one of the things that, you know, I bring this up every single time I talk in these videos, and I'm sure it's probably gotten old by now, but guess what? I'm not going to talk about the video at all. I'm going to talk about other things. I think that these guys did a great job of capturing the feel of Turok, because this cave part right here and the scorpion totally feels like it came right out of Turok. You know? And honestly, I really like this flamethrower. I think whenever people make flamethrowers, they make them too much like real flamethrowers, I guess. They don't ever make them look like guns, so to speak. And it makes you just not want to use flamethrowers, because half the time they're pretty useless. Oh, looks like the cave is collapsed in behind me. It looks like we gotta go another route. Oh, jeez. Oh, guess I just did in too. You know, I think of all the games that could have used a sprint option, I think Turok was one of those. But then again, this is before Call of Booty became powerful. Oh yeah, by the way, I own Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, so don't think I'm making fun of it for no reason at all, despite the fact it's a pack. But anyway, I'll get into that in another video. God, these caves feel like they go on forever. You know, I think a lot of people take for granted the story in Turok. You know, a lot of people are like, well, it's not as good as the other ones, it's not as well written. To be brutally honest with you guys, I think that a lot of people are afraid to be told what to do. I think they think that if it's too linear, you know, nowadays if a game isn't like, if you don't make every little decision, or at least one decision in the game, people just nag on it for being linear, which is why I think shooters and RPGs are thriving right now, is because RPGs have always been, you know, what do you want to do, and shooters are mindlessly killing people, so I mean it works. But I think Turok 1's story was extremely non-linear, but I think that's also why people liked it. They didn't have that overbearing, like, here's exactly what's going on. You just kind of experienced it at your own pace. But, I mean, in here, you know, when's the last time you played a first-person shooter that had a good campaign? I mean, seriously. Most of them have, like, 2-hour campaigns, and the rest is multiplayer. Uh-oh. I feel a boss fight coming on. A boss fight that I didn't remember was in this game. As soon as I get down here, I remember exactly why. I don't remember it because I blocked out all of the, dear lord, how long did it take me to beat this boss? By the way, I'm not sure if you are all a fan of sea serpents, but so I think this would classify as a kraken. By the way, I just want to, for any future game developers out there, do not make a boss like this. Terrible game design idea for mainly one reason. You have to restart. I spent an hour on this one boss. This playthrough right here is a montage of my 2 best runs. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the game, but this is one of those situations where the checkpoint system just fails. Fails. Like that right there. Like, I blew it up, but it didn't register because I didn't do it just before he got to me and not when he was right over it. How does that make sense? I mean, seriously. Also, this is very reminiscent of Turok 2 when you're fighting the mother brain thing, and you had to jump over the tentacles. You guys remember that? For those of you who have played Turok 2, which should be everyone because Turok 2 was one of the biggest games on this Nintendo 64. Nod your heads, yes. I played it. Daggone, I know what you're talking about. Well, that's good. That means I don't have to do a whole lot of explaining. I mean, seriously, how am I supposed to dodge those rocks? There's another thing I learned. You have to jump right before he throws it. I don't know, maybe it was because they made it a half-assed console port like they do every other game, and just, you know, tell their developers, hey, by the way, you're going to change A to shift, A, or, you know, Y to control, something like that. Like, bleh. Also, another thing that kind of surprised me with Turok, which you'll find out after I beat this freaking boss, is they had achievements in the game, and the game was on games for Windows, but it didn't have achievements on games for Windows Live, which I thought was kind of weird. Like, you took the time to program in the achievements, but you didn't have them on any of the aggregates like Steam or games for Windows Live or anything like that. And not to mention, does anybody want to explain to me why they have games for Windows and games for Windows Live, but you'd think they would just you'd think that, like, they're obviously, the developers make achievements for them, because any game on the 360, whether it's Xbox Live Arcade or regular, has achievements. You'd think that on the Windows version of the game, they would just have achievements by default on one of the systems. Who knows? Can you tell I'm having a fun time dodging these gigantic rocks? Ugh. Cracking. See, it's crap like that just blows my mind. It gets me so frustrated. I spent way too much time on this boss. Way too much time.
Better go find the coward who dropped this. Don't tell anyone about it.
Yeah, I get the angler ribbon. Woohoo! Yeah, it didn't skip right there because the video edited or messed up. I just was tired of frapsing. I seriously had 300 gigs of fraps footage dedicated to that dumbass boss fight. Don't get me wrong, it's a cool boss. I like the whole, like, sea serpent cracking thing. I think that's totally cool. You know, I know that they used the whole whip thing as a homage to, you know, Turok 2's boss. But dear freaking lord, that boss was ridiculous. And they really don't set you up very well for it either. I mean, they kind of do with the whole blow up the whatever. I also like how they explode into green guts. I thought that was kind of cool. Kill all the scorpions. Knife kills. Ugh. They may not have made the knife an actual weapon, so to speak, but for me, they made up for it with how just awesomely epic these all are. Can I get out of this cave now? Jeez. Alright guys, well, I'm nearing the 15-minute mark. I will see you guys in the next video. Slave getting eaten. Not like that's any different than usual, but hey. Thanks for watching, you guys, and part 12 will be coming soon.